Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I am super sorry for the horrible background, also known as my kitchen. I tried to pre-film this video last weekend, and I pre-filmed 4 videos actually, and 3 of them came out perfect, and of course the one for this week, which has to go up in like 2 days, it wasn't in focus. And I kept saying for the last 3 days I will get some time to film. I haven't had time, things kept going wrong, so here I am. I wanted to sit down with you guys and have a little chit chat because you guys have been DMing me, asking me like what my favorite podcasts are, what my favorite Netflix shows are, or my favorite TV shows at the moment. Like, what are the things I'm watching / listening to that eat up some time that aren't necessarily watching YouTube. So I just thought I would share that with you before I jet out the door / have to start the weekly vlog. So let's talk about podcasts first. I have a few. I'm going to try to do them in order of week, but I can't guarantee them. I will pop them up on the screen as well. On Mondays, Unsolicited Advice with Ashley, Nicole, and Taryn Renee comes out. Ashley Nicole is Alicia Marie's sister, and she launched a podcast with her best friend Taryn, and it's a really cool podcast because you submit your stories or questions that you may need advice on to their email, and then they decide if they're going to post them on their podcast and give advice. So it's like 2 stories per week. They're super relatable. They share some life experience. Taryn has a psychology master's, I think, or a degree in psychology. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they provide really good life advice. They're like totally in it to win it, and they are killing the podcast game, and I'm really happy it exists. As well, on Mondays, the Fearless podcast comes out with a girl named Alexandra Thomas, who is a plus size YouTuber and decided to, like, she has a channel literally based on being plus size, being confident, fashionable, all that kind of stuff, and being comfortable in your own skin. So she just exudes confidence. And she has a podcast called the Fearless Podcast. I think there's about 70 episodes, and those come out on Mondays as well. Now, it's the kind of podcast you have to start from the very beginning, so that's exactly what I did. I stumbled upon it, fell in love with it, decided to listen to all 70 of them from the first episode in 2017 to today, because I'm filming on Monday's newest episode. And it's like an advice thing, but Alex takes updates from previous stories that were featured on the pod and gives the listeners updates as well. So I think that's really cool, and it's been really good. She also gives super good advice, and again, she's all about body confidence and positivity. They do talk about sex sometimes as well, so if you are not comfortable, that's your warning right there. Nothing happens in the podcast world on Tuesday for me. Wednesday is pretty basic day. Pretty basic. Alicia Marie and Ms. Remy Ashton. If y'all watch any mainstream YouTubers, you know about PB. I really like PB, but I have to be in the mood for it. I sometimes find Remy's a bit much, but I do think like the earlier episodes of Alicia and Remy were really good, and Alicia's slowly starting to get back to what it was in the earlier episodes, so I am enjoying it. I do like it. I really do like Remy. I do, don't get me wrong. I have to be in the mood for her. She's one of those people that's like super bubbly, and I just kind of gotta feel it before you jump in and listen. But that comes out every Wednesday. Pretty good episodes. The earlier episodes are my favorite anyway, but I do continue to listen to them. I find them great for like when I'm home doing housework, cleaning, or if I'm going to the gym, taking Lola for a walk, all those things. That's when I usually listen to PB. Nothing comes out on Thursdays in the podcast space for me, and Fridays nothing as well, but on Saturdays, oh no, I lied. On Thursdays, there's a new podcast out. There's only like 5 episodes out. It's called Too Tired to Be Crazy, I think. It could be the other way around, but Violet Benson is in it. She just interviewed Logan Paul. She interviewed Remy and Alicia about Pretty Basic. I fell into that podcast based on Remy and Alicia talking about it. It's really good. Warning, explicit content. There's a lot of swearing in it. I'm comfortable with that. Some people may not be, so you've been warned. Saturdays, The Business of Life is a podcast I really like listening to. It's a Canadian podcast. It has Jan Arden, who's an amazing musician and Juno Award winner, and Arlene Dickinson from Dragon's Den. As y'all know, I love her. I love her books. I love everything that Arlene does. It's just, I'm also a huge Den head, so it makes sense that I'm into this podcast. And every week, it's fabulous. They talk about everything and anything. And I don't know, it's like having mom advice from Arlene and crazy aunt advice from Jan all rolled into like an episode, and I love it. and it's great. And I wouldn't, like, I don't know, I always laugh, sometimes I cry. This week I cried. Arlene made me cry. One of the stories she told about being a mom, that got me for some reason. And Jan was talking about being a dog mom, and that killed me at the very end. And like Arlene's human mom advice to Jan for her dog mom question made all of us cry. It was really, really nice. It was really sweet, and I loved it. And those are the podcasts. There are some that don't have new episodes that I like listening to. The Osbournes, that's explicit, and hashtag viral by Natalie's Outlet. They're not making any new episodes, and the last time I checked, I couldn't re-download them and listen to them. And Arlene has another one with CBC called Venturing Out, which if you're into the Canadian business scene, you should totally check that out as well. So I'll try to link them all down below. If not, I'll put screenshots on the screen of each one that I talked about. TV shows. If you're looking to binge a show to fill up some time, start The Big Bang Theory from season 1 because they just finished that show forever. All 12 seasons are done. I did not like seasons 11 and seasons 12 until the very end. The last 2 episodes leading up to the 1-hour finale of Big Bang, I cried. If you follow me on Insta stories, you watched me cry while I watched Big Bang, so totally watch that. Young Sheldon is really good. That just got picked up for season 3. That comes on CBS, but that is wrapped for season 2. Next week, so June 12th, Good Trouble, which was the spin-off from The Fosters, launches, as well as Younger, starring Sutton Foster and Hilary Duff. So new seasons of that are back, which is super exciting. Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionists just wrapped. If you want to be mind blown, watch those 10 episodes. Jan Arden released a sitcom on CTV, which is available online, so go check that out if you're looking for a good laugh. What else is there? Netflix, I watched No Good Nick. We binged that. That was really good. Finished Riverdale. If you watched it, if you are shooketh and completely confused by the finale, please DM me. Don't spoil anything in the comments for any people who haven't watched Riverdale, but message me. I want to hear your thoughts. Jane the Virgin is uploaded weekly to Netflix, so you guys should totally watch that. This is the 5th and final season. They're ending it on 100 episodes, so I think there's 12 weeks left. It ends in July. So if you're watching that, I want to know your thoughts on that too, because that's gotten confusing and mind-boggling and stressful for me. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about that one. Is that it? I think that's pretty much all the shows that I've been watching as of late. Blue Bloods wrapped for season 9 and it just got picked up for season 10. Oh my freaking god. The last episode of Blue Bloods in season 9, I cried my eyes out. I don't know what is going on with me lately, but TV is making me cry, and TV usually does not make this girl cry. But I think that's it. And right now, as well as I'm filming this, Aladdin is out in theaters. I saw it the day it came out with William. We went to a late night movie. I talked about it in a vlog. I'll try to remember to link that in the cards. It was worth it. Go see it. Let me know what you think about it. And that's pretty much everything I'm listening to, watching on Netflix or on TV in the movie scene. So if you guys have any recommendations, is there anything out there I should be listening to that I'm currently not? I literally, like, I'm up to date on all the podcasts now, so I need a new one. Or I need something new to watch on Netflix, so surprise me. Leave me a comment down below, make a suggestion. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my suggestions. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you all super, super soon. I love you guys. Bye!